Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the Red Line on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, my friends. This is Dr. Charles, and I am glad to be alive and well, and I am energized and inspired to speak to you on today to start your week off on a great note. At least I hope so. That's always my intention, is to get you motivated and get you inspired and get you ready for a new week, that you will enjoy it, that you will not only be successful in it yourself, but you would inspire others along the way. It's a wonderful thing when you can bring a crowd with you in a positive way, and in the week on such a note that you're high-fiving each other out of the way, on the way back home, on to the weekend. That's what it's all about. Taking a day at a time and taking a week at a time, and before you know it, the year will be up, and you look back on it, and you will have had a great year. Today, I want to talk to you about this subject, how to build an organization where everyone loves to work. I know that's exciting because you want to go to work and you want to love what you do and love the people that are around you. And certainly some of us some days have bad days and have in-between days, but those are a reality. But at the same time, you want to enjoy where you go to work and what you do and the contributions that you make. I'm reading another book by the name of Work Inspired. That's the name of the book, by Aaron N. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, A-I-N. And he wrote this book called Work Inspired. And one of the chapters that resonated with me was how to build an organization where everyone loves to work. You know, here's a reality. People look to the person in charge for guidance. That's what they do. That's why you're a leader. That's why you lead an organization. You lead a company. You lead a team. Whatever it is that you lead your family. Wherever in the workplace, in the church community, or at home, people look to the person in charge. What do they look to the person in charge for? They look to us for guidance. They look to us for assistance. They look to us for affirmation. And yes, they look to us for appreciation, because one thing about it, when people put in their hard work, they want to be recognized that they are doing a good job, they're doing it correctly, they're doing it well. We have an initiative where I work at the Hershey Company. It's a Smiles program, and it really is about a program of recognizing, catching people doing great things, not just job standard, but over and beyond the call of duty, making others better, owning the responsibility and taking it even to another level. And we give out these smiles, and these are basically associated with gift certificates for various items that people can use to give away or to purchase something that they like. But it's a good thing. It's appreciating what people do, and that helps where people are motivated and excited about what they do and contributing and making others better. Because at the end of the day, everyone wants to feel valued. And we either give value or we feel that we want to be valued. And you, more than anyone else, as a leader, we can provide that. That is value. So taking from this book, Work Inspired, the author, he bases this topic of work inspired on three foundations. He talks about character, talks about competency, he talks about collaboration. When you bring these three together, in addition, he emphasizes exercising humility and trust and gratitude with the respect for the whole person, not just the employee. What do you mean the whole person, not just an employee? You know, we can look at employees in a way that they're bringing value, and that's where we stop because they're helping us be profitable as an organization. They're increasing sales. They're helping us increase market share. But then the author, Aaron, he talks about having the respect for the whole person in the sense of getting to know that person, their family, their children, their aspirations, their dreams, their ups, their downs, getting to know the whole person. I know you might say, look, I just want people to do the job and go home. Well, it makes a difference when you're able to exercise the respect and the trust and the gratitude by making someone feel special in what they do in their work each and every day, special in caring for them in such a way that you're asking about their family and asking about things that are important to them and getting into a dialogue where there's an exchange and getting to know each other. His book goes on and really does. It depicts an inspiring example of what's possible in shaping the company's culture, work inspired. And he gives us 6 things or 6 nuggets that will help us see where he's coming from and how to build an organization where everyone loves to come to work. So I'll just briefly go through them with the time that we have and share them with you. Number 1, he says as leaders that we ought to embrace humility and not status. I'll say that again, embrace humility and not status. I know early in my career, it was all about climbing up the corporate ladder and reaching as far as I could get to. And it wasn't about a whole lot of people. It was really about me from a selfish perspective. But I learned later on in life that climbing up the corporate ladder all by yourself is not fulfilling. It certainly wasn't for me. And I learned that bringing others along with me, climbing up the ladder, was really what my calling is. And so humble leaders, what is it that they do? Humble leaders, they inspire employees to open up about their concerns, thus fostering trust and better communication. And I'm working on it because that's the point of this book, is that we have the respect for the whole person, not just the employee. And that's so important. It was an eye-opener for me, and I continue to build on that area as we go along life's journey. Number 2, he says, set high standards. You know, it's one thing in getting to know everybody and getting beyond the surface of being an employee and the whole person, but you still got to set high standards and present clear expectations, because that is so important, is that in order to achieve the goals and to reach that gold standard, you must set them high and make sure that the expectations are clear, that everyone can see it, feel it, and put it into action and make a difference. Number 3, take charge. When employees see that their leader is taking action, they feel cared for and recognized, which as a result, it encourages them to communicate candidly. And so that's important. Everyone likes a take charge type person that will take action and that they will look out for the betterment of the entire team and not just pulling off and leaving everyone behind, but making sure everyone arrives together. Number 4, he goes on and he talks about communicate. That is, communicate your strategy. Communicate your strategy not just to us 4 and no more, but to communicate your strategy to your employees, to all of them, and remind them how they as individuals have a role that contributes to the greater good of the whole organization or the whole team. And that is so important when people feel that they are a part of something special and that they are contributors to something special. It makes all the world a difference. And so it's important that you communicate the strategy and that you remind each and every one how they play a part, because all of the parts coming together will truly make a difference. Number 5, he goes on and he says, trust your employees. He says, trust them. And guess what's going to happen when you trust them? They will trust you. And so it's an exchange. When you trust your employees, you gain the respect of your employees, and they begin in return trust you. And when you have 2 trusting people come together, then the focus is on the task at hand and knowing that each other has each other's back and is working together for a common good. Number 6, he talks about this, and I thought this was very important to share with you because I learned it along the journey. He said, let go of micromanaging. Let go of micromanaging. Let go of fear and anxiety and control. Listen, you can try to control everything, but you can't control it. He goes on and says, focus on what really builds success, and that is innovation. Thinking outside of the box, giving people the opportunity to not reinvent the wheel, so to speak, but to make it better. And that's what we should be all about, because in business today, if you're going to survive, you're going to continuously have innovation, and that requires creativity, and that requires fresh mindsets that can be valued, and that their opinions and their expressions can be heard, and many of their suggestions perhaps can be implemented and shared. One of the things that has been good for me is taking what I've learned through the years and always looking to learn from those that have fresh ideals that I may be able to begin to incorporate. So letting go of micromanaging, letting go of fear and anxiety control, and focusing in on what really builds success, that's going to be the key, and that is innovation. You know, the people in our workforce, they can accomplish much more when we don't micromanage them or continuously look over their shoulder. Our job as leaders is to trust them and assume that they are competent and that they are accountable. Because really, at the end of the day, you can't make your employees trust you. You have to trust them first. Hire people you can trust, and then hire them because they will be independent and they will work, and you don't have to micromanage them. They will have the tools and the necessities to do their jobs well. The best employees, get this, someone said it this way, the best employees would rather have a bad job with a good manager than a great job with a lousy manager. I like to finish with this. We've been talking about how to build an organization where everyone loves to work. Embrace humility, set high standards, take charge, communicate your strategy, trust your employees, let go of micromanaging. Half of the American employees who leave their jobs, they cite that their boss as the reason for their departure. I can look back over the years, and perhaps there have been those that have left because I did not coach well enough. But as I've gotten better at it and continue to strive, I can see the difference of people growing on and becoming better and moving into more responsibilities and taking the nuggets that I have been able to share with them. It really makes a difference. And that's what keeps me going, is the passion for people to learn and grow and the passion to see them succeed. And that's what keeps the world going. I like to close today by simply saying, get a hold of someone, pour into them, and you will see the influence, and you'll see them multiply, and you'll see yourself in others, just even if it's just a little smidget, but make a difference by pouring in something positive today. I want to thank you for joining me on today. This has been Dr. Charles. This is the call that I feel that will make the difference in your day and in your week. God bless you and have a great week.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about the Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.